It feels really weird to be filming a video right now. It's been so long since I've done a video. I haven't filmed anything since March. It is the end of June. Obviously the videos I posted were behind, and then I just haven't posted anything for a few weeks, but I thought I would hop on and give everyone like a current life update. So it's been like 3.5 months since the miscarriage, and we're doing really good considering. I'm still really sad about it. I find myself thinking that I'm over it, and then realizing that I'm still definitely mourning the loss of a pregnancy and the loss of what would have been, you know? It's hard, it's sad, I mean, there's just so many emotions behind it. Timing definitely was terrible. I mean, there's really no other way to put it. The timing of the miscarriage was literally the worst timing, I feel like, for me. I had my miscarriage on St. Patrick's Day, and in my mind, I think like the very next day is when the NBA decided to cancel the season. And at least where I live, that really seemed to be when everything started to go really downhill really fast. Point being, it was just really bad. Like, my miscarriage was literally right at the beginning of this whole thing, and not being able to live normal life after the miscarriage, I think, has been really extra hard on me. I think some people have a miscarriage and they don't want to resume normal life, but I am definitely the opposite. I just want to kind of move on and get back to normal. And there was just none. That just wasn't even a possibility. So even now at the end of June, I live in Utah, and things are, I don't know, it kind of goes like this, right? Like, things have slowly kind of gotten back to normal, but now the cases are rising again, and life is just crazy, and I'm a germaphobe, so my life has definitely not really changed. I still don't take my child anywhere. I still haven't eaten in a restaurant. I still kind of avoid family functions. I mean, we've seen family a little bit, but we really don't like spend a ton of time with family. We don't spend time with anyone, really. We stay home, we do yard work, we just are quarantining hardcore still. And a lot of places aren't doing it that way anymore, but I just can't, I don't know. I have two sides of me. I have the germaphobe side of me that's like, I need to protect myself, I need to protect my family, I don't want to get sick, I don't want my kid to get sick, I don't want us get sick and be asymptomatic and then get somebody else sick and blah blah blah, the whole thing, right? And then I have this other side of me where it's like, well, we're probably all gonna catch it anyway, and my chances of, you know, dying from it are really low, and all, you know, all these things. And then I have the other side that's, I just need to be a responsible citizen, and I mean, there's just so many sides to this, and I'm sure everybody feels that. But anyway, that's not really why I was filming a video, was to talk about COVID. But it's just definitely been kind of bad timing, COVID, and having a miscarriage, because I just feel like I haven't really been able to totally move on because I'm just sitting around. The other part is talking about how are we going to move forward from this miscarriage, and like, when are we going to move forward? And I think this is the hardest part for me, because I can guarantee you that if COVID was not a thing, I would have already gone in and done another transfer. As much as, you know, people feel like they need to kind of give themselves a little bit of time in between to mourn or whatever. I want to have a baby and I wanted to move on from this. And the only way I can have a baby is to get a transfer. So I for sure would have done another transfer by now. But because of COVID, I haven't been able to do a transfer. I do think my clinic has opened back up and is doing transfers now, but personally, I don't really feel good about going and doing a transfer. I don't really want to get pregnant. I mean, I do, but I don't really, I just worry. I'm a worrier, and I don't know what will happen. I just don't want to be pregnant and get COVID. So I have a hard time going and doing a transfer and then just hoping that everything turns out well, when it very well may not. And if I'm gonna get sick with coronavirus, then I would rather get sick when I'm not pregnant than when I am. So COVID has definitely put a damper on like my life plans, and I'm sure that's how a lot of people feel. We're just kind of at a standstill, and it's really disappointing. My birthday is this week. I'm turning 34, and having a birthday when you're trying so hard to have kids and make your family bigger, being 1 year older is kind of depressing. Like, I have no interest in getting older. I don't want to be 34. I don't like the idea that by the time I have my next baby, I will be at least 35, unless I randomly get pregnant, which most likely will not happen, but it could. Never say never. But I will not be doing a transfer in the next 3 months, which means I'm for sure going to be at least 35 years old by the time I have my next, if not older, and that is very hard for me because I am not gonna maybe get as many babies as I hoped. So it's hard to get older. It's hard to be at a standstill because of an outside influence. I mean, I still have 7 embryos frozen and plenty of opportunity to go. Of course, it's like $4 grand every time I do it. I think the transfer is $2,700. And then I have a few other, like they have to do a saline sauna histogram, which was like $500. There's some other things, and you have medications and stuff. Anyway, I think it ended up being about $4,000 when I did it, and that adds up really quickly. But so I definitely can't say I would be doing them back to back to back to back. But it's just hard when an outside influence like COVID has completely ruined your plans and your life and everything. Mike asked me last night, he said, "Are you happy?" And I said, you know, and I think this is probably how a lot of people feel. I said, I am happy in my marriage and I love my child. I'm happy in like my family life. But outside of that, no, because I am not able to really just be who I am. I can't go and do what I want to do, and I can't, I mean, I'm stuck at home with my 2 favorite people, but I'm stuck, and I can't grow my family the way I wanted to, and I can't, like, life is pretty ruined right now. So it's hard to say, like, am I happy? I mean, I'm happy, but I'm not who I'm not the person that I am, you know? I just can't. And being a germaphobe really puts a damper on things because I can't enjoy anything. Like, I can't, even doing like a family get together, those are not enjoyable to me. It's very highly stressful. I don't know. It's hard. Anyway, I just wanted to update you on like the future, kind of what our plans are. Our plans are just to kind of hunker down and not do a transfer until, I don't even know what my breaking point will be. I'm particularly seeing cases on the rise in Utah right now. And then knowing that they've said that like come fall and winter, things will, you know, it'd be the second wave. It's really hard for me to plan anything. I mean, will I wait till there's a vaccine? I don't know. Will I wait till there's a vaccine and then some more time? I don't know. Will I be patient enough to wait until there's a vaccine? I don't know. It's hard. So we're just taking it day by day. I really do want to get pregnant naturally. But that's funny to say because getting pregnant naturally, like, I'm still pregnant during coronavirus, you know, that doesn't really change the fact that I'd be pregnant during this whole thing, this pandemic. So anyway, I've blabbed long enough, but I hope that you all are safe and healthy and staying sane. That's really what it comes down to. Sanity, emotional health. So we're doing good though. I mean, considering all things, we're doing really good, and just waiting for things to pass, waiting for it all to just pass so we can just get back to normal and get another baby and all those things. So anyway, okay, that's the update from here.